Hello, Brandeis students. This week we are going to see the following lesson, me and my community. So let's go over the lesson since, this week I will have 4th and 5th grades. And so let me explain what is this lesson about. So as I explain here in the title, it's about me and my community. Now, the lesson objectives for this will be I can identify words and phrases describing me and my community. And I can present in simple sentences information about my community in the target language. In this case, the target language will be Spanish. So let's start. Remember, I can identify words and phrases describing me and my community. I can present in simple sentences information about my community in the target language. So this video shows what is a community. So let's see the video. Now, it's about what is a community.
Misaki presents My Community. This is my community. There are a lot of people who live and work here. And this is where I live with my mom and dad and little sister, Sophia. My grandparents live on the bottom floor. That means that we get to spend a lot of time together. And down the street is where I go to school. It's the same school where my mom teaches. In the summer, it's been a long time I was there. And I don't even finish. And I know how to do that. This is a lot. She was a very bookstore. But my grandma had so many since we were a little dog. People were honest and enjoyed the movie so much that every dog side you can find houses so much ours. They look like huge shirt houses. And when they're filled with pets of anyone can buy. You don't even know their car. This is a car I never played. There is no waiting car for people like us. You don't even have time to train yet. I think it's all here. We have a community tradition. Every year on the 4th of July, everyone meets for lunch. And we have a great music day. Nothing is pretty clear about my community. All the pictures are together. I think it's great people from all over the world to slowly come here and call this place home. I just thought about it and so different ways about the street. And then every people vary. Some of them are powerful. Their food, their language, and their music. All of that makes this a great place to live. In the summer, a few of these students are only open twice. That means we get to ride our bikes in the middle of the road. It's like nothing. A house is everywhere. And you're here with a different style of music. As a human being from the sky. A rock from the top. This is not the time to be together. So let's get in our community. Please remember to
So as you can see, what are some things that you see in your community? So, ¿qué es una comunidad? So, for starters, the basic unit of a community is la familia, the family. That can be mom and dad, or just your dad, or just your mom, or any guardian that you have. So, la familia, we have a responsible adult for, in the case for children, that constitute your caregiver. So, la familia, the families can be different. Each family is unique. Now, another part of our community is la escuela, the school, because we are go from the family to the school where we spend a lot of time of the day at school. So en la escuela tenemos, our friends, los amigos, and then part of our community another place that is extremely important is el vecindario, our neighborhood, el vecindario. So what part of el vecindario, is the part that I like? Do I like the parks, los parques? Do I like the supermarket, el supermercado? Do I like las tiendas, the stores, or do I like los restaurantes? And finally, part of our community involves we live in, the city, in this case, the city of Louisville. Now, as you saw in the video, what parts of that video are kind of like similar to Louisville? Think about that. Think about what you saw in the video. In el video, we saw that in that city, the little girl said there are people from all over the world who live in that community. And if you see in the city of Louisville, we have people from many countries. In fact, you might be just like me. We were not born in this country, or even if we were born in this country, well, maybe our family came from another country and that happened not that long ago. But we are part of this community. We live in this community no matter where you come from. So think about these words that you're learning. So we have la familia, we have la escuela, el vecindario, en la ciudad. So some of these kind of like for example, la familia looks like the English word. Think about it, the family. La escuela, school. We got el vecindario, the neighborhood. En la ciudad is the city. Now, each family, as I was mentioned, is unique. Now, what is important in my familia? What is important in mi familia? Is cooperation. Like I have a few siblings and we help each other. Or I'm the only child. Remember, each family is unique. Each family values different things. That's why, each individual in each family is unique in itself. There's no right or wrong. Here, each family is different. So does my family value cooperation, or does my family value being an individual? Now, does my family value educación, the education? Does my family, do I value that as myself? Do I think that education is important? Do I like to learn new things? And that's something that, it's part of who we are. It's part of our community. So, en mi comunidad. So, ¿qué es importante en mi familia? ¿Qué es importante en mi escuela? ¿Qué es importante en mi comunidad? Now, and if you think about what is Brandeis, pledge, that in the Brandeis Pledge, you have perseverancia, perseverance defines who we are. Because we persevere no matter what are the circumstances, no matter what is the adversity, because in the end, through perseverance and hard work, you achieve your goals. So think about that. Now, let's see this vocabulary. So now, when I publish this lesson, you will see that the format will be a little bit different. But for this moment, these are some of the activities that you will do. Now, you will do this in the target language, in this case, Spanish. And it's okay to use Google Translate for coming up with the answer. So think about the answer. Of course, you will have to think probably in English or in any other native language that you speak. And then, use Google Translator for making the sentence in Spanish. So, mi familia es importante porque, so you see that means my family, it's important because me provee seguridad, provides me security. That's something that, if I remember when I was a kid, that was something that, I could feel with my family, my mom and dad, I felt secure. And then when I started going to school and become to socialize with, with other people, con otras personas, then mi escuela es importante, ¿no? So my school becomes part of my extended family because in my school me provee educación. It provides me with an education and it provides me with the opportunity to interact with other people. So I'm giving you these two prompts to come up with your own responses. I mean, I would like to see what are your responses. Why is your family important? And remember, you will say, mi familia es importante porque, and then you come up with your answer. And then, mi escuela es importante porque. So why is your school important? So as I say, you can use Google Translate to finish this activity. Now, when I publish the lesson, it will give you a box where you can put up your answers. Now, so see what it says here. In the previous two slides, you read sentences that describe what a family and a school provide you. As I mentioned, you will use Google Translate to write in Spanish what they provide you. And when I publish the lesson, now this is the pre-recorded lesson that is in case that, you need some reinforcement. You watch the lesson for providing you, oh, this is what I need to do. And remember, I'm here Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2:30 for you guys, so you can, always ask me questions. So when you will see your presentation, you will see that this slide has a box where you can, write your answers. So after you do that, we're gonna do a review of your neighborhood. Your neighborhood is part of your community. Remember, we got La Familia. So I means there are. What are some of the things that you see in mi barrio, in my neighborhood? Well, you see escuelas, no? You see schools. You see also hospitals. You see parques. You see parks. You see supermarkets. You see restaurantes, and you see tiendas. So think about how these places are part of your community because you interact with other people in las escuelas, you interact with other kids and other people in los parques, you interact with other people in los supermercados when you go to the supermarket, and also en los restaurantes and en las tiendas. So I want you to think about, your neighborhood, and, you can tell me what are some of the things that make your neighborhood unique because of the schools or the parks or the stores. Depending upon where you are in Louisville, you see different part of restaurants, you see different type of supermarkets, you see different types of schools, because our city, nuestra ciudad, es diversa, is diverse. Now, ¿qué es? So once I publish the lesson, you will see this, and in your lesson, it will have a box where you will tell me what this is. Look at the building. What do you think this building is? So you will write it down in Spanish. Now, look at this photo. What is it? These people constitute, it is called what? So you will give me that answer in Espanol. See this next photo? So this activity is for reviewing your vocab and basically expressing what can you see in your community. So what this photo is? What place is it? Do you have one like that in your community? And if so, you tell me in Espanol, ¿qué es? Now this one, ¿qué es? What are some of the things that you see here? Some of the fruits. Remember, fruits are unique. They are different. You got different types of this, different type of that, just like people. So you will say, ¿qué es en español. Now, ¿qué es? So what is the type of place that this is? Now, and you can tell me also in the answer, what might be your favorite one in the city and why do you like it? And what is something that you like to eat there? Now, we're going to do this activity, and in your lesson, you will have the ability to draw a line. Basically, this is a connecting activity for reviewing vocabulary. And so you will connect the Spanish with its English equivalent for reviewing vocabulary. Now, your next activity, after you complete this, I'm going to have an exit activity to where you will see a reflection on this because I want to hear your voice. Now, here's a link. You see this link to a fishbone diagram. Now, you will see a fishbone diagram, and if I click on that link, it will bring this. Let's give it some time. Okay, here it is. Let me expand that. So see here. So in the head, you will put one of your backpack competencies, and it's the one that say culturally incompetent citizen. So you will write down here, you will download these or take a picture, or you can simply, create your own in a piece of paper. And so you will write down here, culturally incompetent citizen. And then you see here, you got, this is the head of the fish. And here you have, the bones. Now, each bone will be an activity that you can do or you actually do at school or in your community, where that activity sort of like helps you to become a culturally competent citizen. So think about something that it might be something that you're already doing in school. Like, for example, the quick recall. You interact with people from in your school community, and you learn about things, trivia and facts about, different cultures. So think about a club that perhaps you belong in the school and can help you, or what things you can do probably in the future that can help you to develop this interaction and competency of becoming culturally a competent citizen. So you will do that activity, and that will be your so you can see here in the direction that said you can use this diagram or draw one yourself. You will take a picture and upload it in the answer box. Now, if for some reason you have difficulties uploading that, you can create a separate presentation with your diagram. So remember, I will be here during this week from 11:30 to 2:30, and you guys can contact me if you're having issues maybe uploading this. As I said, you can draw it in a piece of paper and take a photo and upload it. So this concludes the lesson on me and my community. So if you have any question, don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, have a productive series, have a productive week, and remember, persevering is who we are. Bye.